Louisiana Beer Reviews, Greene King, IPA Export. India Pale Ale from England, the country that invented India Pale Ale. They say they brewed this to recreate the original IPA taste. And IPA started in the 1800s, 1850s in England, when they were shipping ale to British India, because remember, Great Britain used to rule India, and George the Sixth was actually the king of India until 1950. But they had problems with preservation. They didn't have refrigerated vessels back then, so they would hop the beer up, and the hops acted as a bit of a preservative. It says brewing perfection since 1799. That's when the Greene Brewery started. Now it's Greene King. It says here that this beer won a silver award in 2006 at the British Bottlers Institute competition. This is a 16.9 ounce bottle, imported by Total Beverage Solution of Mount Pleasant, South Carolina. They import a lot of beers. I bought this at Acquista Pace, and I said, oh, let me get this. I've had a lot of the other ones from this company, like the Abbott Ale and the Belhaven Scottish Stout and all that stuff. Now there's different versions. In England, this is sold on cask and in bottles and cans, and it's 3.6%. But for the U.S. market, it's 5%. It's made with pale and crystal barley malts and Challenger and First Gold hops, or the hops, and it's recommended, they say, with spicy food. It says that on the website. Gets an okay score on Beer Advocate. Bros haven't looked at it. A 30 out of 100 on Rate Beer, and only a 13 out of 100 for the style. So not super highly regarded, but that's okay. I'm going to try it. And I don't need to, but I would like to go back to Acquista Pace and make another haul. I bought so much on the last trip. Okay. Didn't see any smoke, but I could see a lot of bubbles are rising to the top. Okay, it's sort of a thin to medium off-white head, and it's very cloudy today. It's going to get up to about 72, 74, and then a lot of rain's going to come in, and it's supposed to get cool again. Lots of bubble streams and a rather murky, although at the bottom you can kind of see through it, but a murky amber appearance. I wish the sun was out strong, but it's not. Anyway, it's a little more brown than American IPAs. If you notice, American IPAs are so bright orange. And the British IPAs, the original style, they're going to taste a lot less hoppy. And it's funny, you'll see people do reviews of British IPAs and say, this doesn't taste right. It's not hoppy enough. That's the original way, okay? The hoppy, super hopped is the American West Coast style. Well, it's not skunked, even though it was in a clear bottle. And you're getting rich, sweet, very sweet, and bready barley malt. Maybe some like caramel type thing going on. A slight bit of hop resin, but it's slight. Smells really nice and mellow though. 5% alcohol, that's the same as Budweiser or Coors as a point of reference. Let's go with the flavor. Yeah. It's I don't know what's wrong with my throat. It's the same thing. It's like excuse me, world. It's like bready, and all of this is coming at the same time. Bready, yeasty, sweet, a little caramel. Those earthy British hops. And hop resin, certainly. Decent little bit of lacing. The mouthfeel is medium. It's almost chewy in a way. And the finish is mostly dry. It's easygoing, and it's pretty refreshing here at 8:15 in the morning. It reminds me of some other, a lot of sediment at the bottom. We'll see if this changes it. Some other British IPAs. They have such a common character. That's pretty caked, so I'm gonna have to switch. And sometimes it's hard to pin down. It's like you're thinking it's cellar mold or some kind of dirt. You'll hear people describe it, and it's those British hops. They impart sort of like a when I did the Abbott ale, I was saying it was like a mold, like a cellar mold, and then I drank some more because I had a four pack, and I started saying or thinking, well, it's not that, it's not cellar mold. It's just the unusual hop profile. It's so different than what you get over here in America. That feels better. So it's different, but it's not bad. I really tend to prefer the British style of IPAs. Not to say that I don't like the American style. I really do. Anyway, that's really good. I'm gonna think about it before I give it a final score. Although I think the score is gonna be pretty good. It's not exceptional. I think I prefer I do prefer other beers from England, like Tetley Smooth Flow or something like that, but those are not IPAs. If you watch some of my videos, you'll notice that from time to time I'll show old relics that I have. I like to collect old historical relics. Like when I did the weird, esoteric, intentionally bizarre video of the homunculus from Smutty Nose. It was supposed to be like this occult beer. So I thought I'd make a crazy occult video. Although I did forget to use my old sword in the video, and I didn't have the Morgus, the Dr. Momus Alexander Morgus doll, but I was showing an old card that I had. I guess you call it a card. It's like a collector card, and I just flashed it real quick to being, trying to be weird. But this is an interesting thing. I could have bought the whole set, but the guy in the French Quarter at the flea market had it for $1 a card, and this was like in 1985. Or 84. I didn't have a lot of money, so I figured I'd buy one. I should have bought the whole set, but it's a old black and white photo of President Hindenburg of Germany riding in a car with the German Chancellor at the time. It would be 1933, and it's in German in the back, but I had somebody translate it for me. And it was basically just saying you could get these cards and you'd make a whole collection, and there was a book you could buy and you put all the cards in the book. It's sort of like a photo album of the big events of Germany in the 1930s with all that, wild, crazy stuff, bad stuff that was going on. But, and interestingly, even so, I don't have this set, but I have something, I have something from, and I have some other relics from Germany back in those days. Here's an old atlas I have from 1917. You can see the outside is damaged, but the inside's in really good shape. And there's like a map of Germany, the German Empire, with all the old German states. I think I bought this for $1. Yeah, $1.85 in the French Quarter. It's got wonderful maps of all the world. So that's a neat thing to have. And then I just keep the little photo in the book. And also, I thought I would show you this. Here is a pin from the Soviet Union. A little, I guess, lapel pin. Let me see if I can show that better. And you know who that is. Vladimir Ilyich Ulyanov. And he had the assumed name Lenin. mass murderer. I don't only collect relics of mass murderers, but he was another one, like the fellow in that picture. But started the Soviet Union. This is in really good shape, and somebody brought this to me from the Soviet Union. So I said, oh yeah, I want this. No, it doesn't mean I'm a communist, and that doesn't mean I'm a National Socialist from Germany, not even German. And I have some stuff from France. I'm not from Napoleon III. I'm not a Napoleonic supporter. But anyway, it's interesting collecting all that, and I'll show you some other stuff if you're interested. I have some I have an old campaign ribbon, and I mean a really old campaign ribbon for the presidential election from the 1840s. So anyway, back to this beer. And this is no relic. I really like the caramel aspect. It's not like overriding caramel. It's almost like you're wondering if it's that or if it's like a rich bread crust. And it's sometimes hard to really adequately describe these beers, but it's really good. I'm going to say B+. It's very good. I don't know about excellent. It's like a mass market IPA, but it is very good, at least. And I think if I drink more of these, my score might go up. But it's a little bit on the rich side as far as that part of it, but I like it a lot, and I'm glad I tried it. So Les Le Bon Temps Roulé. This is at least an interesting beer, and it's got some cool Mardi Gras colors, the purple, green, and gold, and I like that. And I'm in this review by saying, y'all come on down to generally warming southeastern Louisiana.